Okay, ladies and gentlemen, official good morning to the new perfect base spot that we found. And what we're going to build today is a great wall. Since I figured out on my base spot that we have here that enemies can only spawn here during purification and here. They can't spawn anywhere else. And guess what happens when they spawn on this island? As soon as I remove this, they cannot leave the island. They're stuck. They can walk up here, and that's about it. Fantastic, isn't it? And we're currently sitting on the all the way right side of the map. Let me turn on the filters again. Boom, blang, bingo bongo. And suddenly we're here next to the Alternate Reality Institute on the right side. And yes, so I know the big wall has some connotations there in recent history, but I want to try a purification with the new wall gameplay. So I'm going to build a new wall and I'm going to put a bunch of guns on it. Because why would you not build a cannon wall if your opponents have like no way to essentially get to you? Well, you know what's going to happen. We're just gonna pump out like the most fortified shebang you can imagine and have it like be filled with gun platforms. And hell, I could even do 2 levels of guns if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I want to do 2 levels of guns. Seems a bit extreme. You know what? Extreme is exactly what I do. Let's take these. Nah, you know what? We're gonna do half walls. We're gonna do it a bit defended. Let me build tiny half walls here. Oh my goodness, are you gonna have me now every tiny half wall I have to? You know, you would assume that he just saves my setting where I put the wall, so I don't have to put everything outside. Now that I made the decision already, I might as well go. And yes, before you ask, you do get the good old polluted water here. So that's all that counts. I have my 100% acid protection running, which we do need, right? Since fuel really doesn't matter, I have already 200 barreled premium fuel. I can knock out any Prime War solo. It's actually quite menacing, like how easy it is to get resources in hard mode. It's quite silly times 10. Like how much we struggled in normal mode sometimes to get something together. And hard mode is just like, nah, easy life, right? Do I want to build a bunch of... We're going to build it this way. Fine with that. Oh, you're not going to let me build it there, huh? Because you don't want that. Wait, do I have to delete this first? Yeah, it's sometimes it's plenty weird what the building allows you to do and what it doesn't allow you to do, right? Especially with the checks in place, like can I put it there already? Can I not put it there already? And it's like, nah, you know, you can't. Sometimes it just doesn't want to. We need to raise this whole thing at some point. Outside wall. Outside wall. Now I'm going to be intrigued if he does actually let me build the roofs on top. Right? Because he could say I'm not allowed to build roofs here. Oh, he does let me. Great. I feared that he would say, like, you can't do this. Right? I'm not going to snap onto that. What we're going to get is, this is going to be Yes. I'm gonna build so many guns here, it's not gonna be funny anymore. Since again, the only way enemies spawn is there and there. And I don't know if you've seen it, but a hard mode purification is actually hard. Enemies do hurt. Enemies fight back. Enemies like have tons of HP as well. No matter how much your weapon is upgraded already, no matter how much you're cooking, like damn, the game's hard, which is great. Just as you want it to be, if I'm honest. Are we at Rippleby? We are currently to the right side of the Alternate Reality Research Institute, in the water area. Keep in mind, though, you can't go too deep in the water, okay? Because if you go too deep in the water, then you can't purify anymore. So you need to have a spot where enemies can spawn. Because if enemies can't spawn anymore, then the game is like, you know, you wanted to purify. I know, like, I really understand that purification was like your goal, but you're not allowed to, right? The game is like, that's a like, yikes. But like, you can't actually purify here, right? Let me build that there. There's no pertinent reason why you wouldn't let me build that there. Right? Let's turn it. So sometimes turning it can help. It's like really weird how some of these work out. If you're not letting me turn it, I'm going to be very, very unhappy about this. Right? Just let me build that there. Because else I'm going to have to raise these down, and I really don't want to do that. I'm going to put more guns on this. Hell yeah, I'm going to. You can bet your sweet little ass on this. Like, do you know how complicated this was to partially get like one purification done? If I didn't have like tons of friends helping me, that's why you're gonna build like the whole gun platform here. I like this way too much. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna play some first person. You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. This is okay. We're not mad. This will hold. Here, this is where I'm gonna stand. Okay, Chad? This is where I'm gonna build a. Here. It's my spawn. That's where I'm gonna put a teleporter on this side of the wall, so I can move up there, and I can be here with my gun and pick off everyone. It's my Grand Emperor balcony. The new contaminated crops will be helpful with other acids without having to be in the few spots that have pollution and oil. You don't need oil. Again, like let me show you why you don't need oil. It's because you need minimal resources to knock out every single prime war. Like I am currently sitting at, and I don't know if I have it on me. Here I have 173 barreled premium fuel. It is easier than ever to get premium fuel together. I cannot stress this enough, how incredibly simple it actually is to get this at this point all together. It couldn't be easier. It's silly actually how easy it is. It was always simple. I disagree. On normal mode server, on novice servers, it could be sometimes a damn challenge because people would be flucking weird, and it could turn into quite the hassle to actually get your oil together. Especially, I've had failed wars like crazy. So this is a hard mode server, yes. So for me personally, it's just like right now, if you're a solo player, and sure, you could sell stuff Godzilla, but I don't interact with other players, so I'm mostly a solo player. Making acid is vastly more opportune. This is gonna work out great. Let's link them all together. Need to check if they are connected. Connected. They're all connected. Okay. And then they're all connected to that pylon. That pylon gets all the guns working. Your normal server was 6k acid. I'm currently sitting at 1,000, and that's enough for my purpose. Okay, everyone is off. Perfect. Kind of want to, like, I'm done with purification for this, like, for this week. But we're still going to start a 1-star purification because I just simply want to try it out, right? I mean, before we do this, we need to actually build another energy source. So we're going to transfer this building that we actually have here that is currently plenty ugly. And I have to transfer this into some kind of different. Oh, there's a gun. I forget a gun. Well, we could technically build a 3rd tier of gun. Okay, let's not build a 3rd tier of gun. Okay, chat, let's not build a 3rd tier of guns. Like once in a while, we're good to go. Interconnected. I'm not sure if they're all interconnected, but it should be. So many sources of acid, yes. But if you're not actually playing a lot, then acid is still the most comfortable one to farm. I know this concept is so weird because I keep running into people telling me I'm wrong about this so many times, but it's always people that actually play a lot, right? It's never people that don't play a lot. Because that's the thing. If you don't play a lot, then having a source of farmed acid is still the most convenient thing to do. Since again, barrel premium fuel you can actively get by doing events, right? That are fun to do. Whereas acid is some really forced farm that you have to go through. You need oil to make fuel to craft missiles for Prime War. No, you don't. What you're going to do is you're going to go to this refinery point, and if you play the game normal. So I played the game completely normal. I didn't do anything special. I have enough permits to make myself at least 100 missiles. And here comes the point. Get 200 acid per permit though. No, it's 50 to 80. Sorry. So if you get enough fuel, you're self-sufficient. Because the Prime Wars actually give fuel back. So I don't know if you knew this, but the Prime War itself does actually give fuel back. Which is plenty useful. Oops, I'm in the water. Which is plenty useful, as you might go in with 10 rockets, but you get the fuel back to make another 30. The 200 Stardust, it's 200 Stardust, which is really good. I mean, end of the day, right? It's whatever you personally want to do, right? Don't let anyone tell you how to spend your time. Feel like you'd rather want to farm acid with the time you have, and you might guess. So they give 200 Stardust, which is really good because I do need Stardust. I mean, my source of acid is actually like, I don't have to build an acid farm because I just need to farm Stardust. But here comes the point too. So I can make acid here for free, right? But is that really the solution? Because only because I can personally make acid for free doesn't make that a good thing to do, right? Because I still have to farm the Stardust. So instead of farming the Stardust, I would rather have the acid being made for me. Right? Seems kind of like counterintuitive to actually... Can he build? Yeah, he can build. We're going to build our offshore factory here. Chad. So this is going to be our offshore factory for the water pumps. How high can I put them? It looks kind of silly. Just want to put them high enough so I don't have to worry anymore about... Countless Christ. Getting these sometimes in is pain in my butthole. Being unnecessarily difficult, my friends. We'll be putting more water pumps into this, that's for sure. I need to actually turn this water pump now, which has me in all kinds of shambles currently. Because it's wrongly turned. Imagine being wrongly turned. If you pump from the polluted sea, will you get salt water and polluted water or just polluted water? You get polluted water and dirty water. There's no salt water here. I know it looks like there should be salt water here, but there is none. That might come as a confusion, like, because there should certainly be salt water here, but no. Simply doesn't exist. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I need the curved structure. No, I don't need the curved structure. I need the tiny structures. The 1x1s. So I like to build this with 1x1s. There's just one tricky things with these 1x1s. They sometimes are absolutely bitches to deal with. You know? Especially because it makes no sense that I can't place you there. Why can I not place you there? Explain. Oh, it's I'm working with ceilings right now. I wanted to have those tiny foundations. Ignore me. Obviously, I couldn't put the ceilings there. Come on, let me build it there. Are we walking? Because often it is really more convenient to do this. So you're actually not getting salt here, which comes maybe as a surprise. But we tried this out. It's 4 pollution versus 24 dirty water. So that's essentially what the thing pulls up. It always pulls up dirty water pollution, dirty water pollution, dirty water pollution, and so on. It's a 4:24 ratio, so you kind of need to build quite some water pumps to actually have this working at some point. But I'm okay with that. You know, like it's worth it to not have to worry about the purification in any capacity. Oh, they're gonna make me turn these. So like, why can I not build the wall here? We figured this actually out the hard way. It is really stupid. So I need to select this and I need to turn it. I need to select this and I need to turn it. And now that you have them turned, if I actually turned them correctly, then you can finally build a wall there. Yeah. Fantastic, ain't it? Totally not feeling like you want to yell at the screen. Same goes, by the way, here. So why can I not build a wall here? Well, because you have to select this and turn it. Select this and turn it. And then, ta-da. totally not making you slightly go insane. Why would that? Why would that be, right? I gotta check. I got 1, 2, 3 walls. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Perfect. What do you do with your spare energy link? Don't know where to use it. Well, I mean, energy link, you will need at the end of the season around... How much do you need, Chad? Correct me if my mind is spinning right now. We need around 450,000, because you want to buy yourself Starchrome at the end. So what do you do with your spare energy link? You for the love of God, you keep it because you'll need it later to get yourself so much Starcom. It ain't funny anymore. Okay, 390 was a 400. Yeah, it's 390. So you need to save up tons. So can someone explain me why he won't let me build at the corner edge here? There's like no reason why you're not letting me build at the corner. Oh, it's because you're being weird. Okay, so we need to continue doing this, because this one here needs to be like that. And this one here needs to be like that. And then this one here needs to be like that. Building with oneers has its advantages, but also its disadvantages on things behaving weird at times. Now we should be able to technically build here. It's not being all-encompassing weird. Oh, wow. You probably need to remove these 2 walls so you can build this here. Come on, let me put it there. I need this. Because if you force me to build, like, I don't want to build these ugly ones here, right? Not what I wanted to build. You're forcing me to build something ugly. I don't like it. This is where all my generators land. It's my generator farm. Should fit. Come on. Thank you very much. So we need now more materials to build more generators. And I actually do have exact enough materials to build one more of these bad boys. That makes me very happy. Oh, am I going to be like totally OCD inducing and build one in that direction, the other one in that direction? Because I hate Chad, as it seems. So that generator gets linked to that generator. And that one has 37 and 33. And these are also at 0 out of 70 at least. Oh my goodness, we're putting some energy off these. Fantastic. Is using alts bannable? I have not seen anything indicating that. Now, don't take my word for it, because I simply might not know for 100% certain. So technically, no, using alts is not bannable in any capacity. Now, that being said, where is your cable going that your energy is interrupted? Need to build some lights in here because I barely see anything. They might always change their stance on something, right? So something that is not bannable right now might turn bannable in the future. You never know. But what advantage would you have from having an alt? I mean, first and foremost, you need to get 2 of the same character on the same server, which ain't always easy, right? So you can't guarantee that that actually does work out, right? And then again, like, I mean, you can't trade yourself Starcrom, so you can only hope to get a character that then, for example, has Sulfur Chemist. I mean, you're doing nothing else than essentially like making your own hive. But I just don't see where that is in any way an issue, right? They need to make a statement about Reshade, though. Some people use it to alter graphics, and what's the advantage of altering these graphics? Reshade has been in every single game. Now, obviously, if in a PvP environment you're using Reshade to kind of make shadows not be shadows anymore and you can see enemies better, technically you could argue about that being an advantage or not. But realistically, I mean, it's not like this is a competitive game, right? Like, don't understand me wrong, but this is like, yeah, there's zero competition here. So I personally don't see where Reshade is an issue. 10 extra rolls on mimetic specializations for alts. Well, sure, you can have more specializations, but that's not different than having your fellow, how do I say that now? It's not different to having your fellow. Oh, come on, brain. I hate it when you're not functioning. Hive members do the same. PvP servers are very competitive, I know. But like, the game is and stays extremely casual. Right? I mean, that people take things too serious. That, like, I mean, sure, let them take it too serious. It's just a game, right? I'm surprised you would have insufficient power because that one is not activated. Wait, no, that one should be activated. I just put you into the right one. That's something like missing, that it doesn't say if it's on or off, right? So I wasn't aware, like, do we have power now? Don't we have power now? We seem to have power. And I know games where Reshade really gives you an advantage, so I might be a bit dense, but I don't see the crazy advantage that Reshade gives you in this game, right? So that's something for sure. Oh, maybe I get a new sniper. No, that is heavy SMG. Heavy SMG. That's sniper. Still not the one we're looking for. Sad face. Your Starcom income becomes a guild rank. Yeah, I heard that. My condolences when you have to actually do that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just have no pity for PvP players in this game. You're literally putting yourself through a very painful experience, but that's on you, right? That's on yourself for like just hating a chill experience. Like you do pop off. That's my one water purifier. That's the other one. This one's going to get replaced through another water purifier in the long run, I think. I'm surprised you cannot exist here. Ryan? Surprised you didn't want to build it here. Seems plenty weird to me. You have to stand here for a second. Need my water tanks to all be there. Yep, that one does not have to be there. Smolf, good to see you there, brother. I hope you're doing well. We're liking that. And yes, we will do a test purification because I want to see how my gun wall is working out, right? I want to see how well the gun wall is essentially doing. So don't worry, this will be put to a test. Before we do that, though, we got to check if I can get my sniper to level 10. Because currently we're sitting at... No, we are 10 out of 10 calibrations, actually. That's good. When I'm missing Stardust to calibrate harder... I'm still wondering what area is this. So the area is here on the right side, next to the Alternate Research Institute. And the most important part is to not just build it as deep in the water as possible, okay? So you need to build it somewhat deep in the water. But if you build it too deep and there's no spawn spot for monsters, you cannot purify anymore. That's a spawn spot. That's a spawn spot. I'll show you. See, like all these guys, he's also like, there's a base. You could put a base right next to me. You could put a base on my right side as well. So there's tons of possible spots here. My reason to be this far out is simple, that like no one can actually reach the base. So the enemies cannot cross the water. They get stuck in the water. Which is the greatest joy I've had in a while. Of just being like, oh, honey boo boo, you can't go past. That's quite unlucky for you. Right? You little shit. We're having it this way. My brewing barrel is making acid. My other brewing barrel is making beer. Thank you. And acid as well. I need to have you water pipe down into this one. Have you water pipe into that one. Try new polluted plants and build in an oil field. No, thank you. How am I going to build new polluted plants when instead I'm going to make beer consistently? I mean, that would need me to stop my beer plan. So you're saying outdated, but I'm saying like this is a design by intention, sir. The polluted plants are not bad. Don't get me wrong. The polluted plants are far from bad. But they're also not giving me what I need in the given situation. You know what I'm asking myself? How much power do I have? I got 17. Wait, I get so much power. That means I could just activate all my towers without a problem. Let me check. Where did I put the switch for the towers? Ah, there. Okay. Put them all online. Yeah. Okay, let's test this. Let's take this for a spin. I mean, we will experiment with the plants today as well, but I am, again, not a big fan because, well, it needs you to plant up. And again, oil is useless. See, like these monsters, they can't go further. That's it. They're now going to stand there, and my towers are just going to blast them. The only thing you have to... There's the next enemies. They're getting blasted by the towers as well. The only thing you have to take care for is... flyers. And the dudes that actually throw. But as long as you have them under control, right? We don't care. Well, I could even take Molotovs and do this, right? Whee! Whee! And this is the most chill purification you've ever seen. Ah, there's flyers. See, now we'll just take them out. I could just put level 1 cortexes in here and just farm experience. Right? I'm just surprised how few damage... So these are level 2 turrets, by the way. These are not level 3 turrets. I'm surprised how few damage these turrets would do. Right? That's, by the way, why I do actually like hard mode purification cheese. Because look at how sturdy these lads are right now. Quite interesting, right? We have a flyer incoming. Jesus. Do some bullets. Where's the flyer? Where did the flyer go? Oh, there it is. So you gotta take care of the flyers occasionally. So yeah, it's nice that you want to go into an oil area, but again, I do find oil areas at this point completely unnecessary. I already have 200 biomass missiles, and I didn't even try. Okay. Easiest purification ever, chat. Let's go. We'll have to repair everything afterwards, though. But look at how few damage they're dealing. Look at Jesus. Level 2 towers are sadness. They can't even destroy that. So that would be purification complete, right? Ta-da! Looks like tough mobs for level 1 Cortex. Hard mode purification is hard. It's reasonably difficult. It's not just like, you know, like the old purifications were just simple. You were just blasting through there. There was no challenge. I like this though. Again, like I did a tier 3 40 purification with 3 other people because otherwise it would have been something. I mean, like, dude, we had to destroy, what was it called again? Like the dude had like 20 billion HP feelingly. Like seriously, 20 billion HP. It was such a struggle to get that dude killed. Pancake, thank you for the 46 months of support. Pancake, great to see you there, brother. Hope you're doing well. Structures. My structures get damaged. Repair all. Done. So hard mode makes this area contaminated with stardust and still normal server, so it's not. It should be contaminated for you. But like, that's interesting to know. Is this not contaminated? Like this is all contaminated. So you can build here. You can also build around there. The water spot is obviously like really good because it just goes all that way out with stardust. So you're saying on a normal server there's no stardust contamination this deep in? That'd be crazy. Plus a chill purification, yep. I mean, if I could now replace all of these through tier 3 turrets, then we would be cooking. Sadly, I can't do that because I don't have the tungsten ammo yet to actually do this, and I'm missing some medics to pull that through. So that's a wee bit unlucky. Oh, by the way, let me fill out these quests here quickly now. Because like these quests, if I go there, I just get the experience and I'm done. It did say there's some increased contamination. Well, that's good to know that like the hard modes, like I knew that there was some increased contamination, but I wasn't aware that it's that hard. We get constant drunk, dude. I am just sipping that beer. Why are we drinking beer? There's 2 reasons for it. Because beer gives so much hydration that one beer just fills up your hydration bar. I don't know how you feel, but I don't want to have to drink like 3 drinks just to fill up my hydration, right? Just 1 beer, done. And the same goes for the meat. I make canned lunch meat because I can make tons of that, right? And I just essentially have my grow room growing me beer, and I have my rabbit getting me meat, so I never have to farm these. Like every morning when I log in, I just quickly farm these 2 resources down. I just make myself my beer and my food, and I'm always good for the day or even for the next 3 to 4 days if I want to play. Cannot complain in any capacity about the ease there. Reason is beer. Reason also no sanity drop, right? So I do like that spot. I mean, end of the day, right? If you manage to get yourself a Blackfell spot, that's nice. But again, the purification ain't getting easier. Sibi, what do you think of the new strategy of farming acid? I heard about the new plans, if you're talking about that. And I just haven't looked into them, how much they yield. I have seen some people planting them, but I need the whole planting process to be automated. Then again, if I automate the planting process for those acid plants, I'm not having my grow shroom do my... Like, I would need a second grow shroom. Essentially. I mean, I have a second grow shroom, so that's not the problem. But I also needed 2 grow shrooms. Because unless I'm then playing 2 grow shrooms, I'm not going to be able to farm the acid as uncomplicated as I want. Goodness Christ. He's so sturdy. For like a random elite in an area, right? You wouldn't expect him to be this sturdy. And then he gives you level 1 Cortex and you're like, fucking thank you. It's 31 on the plant, so it's rubbish. Well, a lot of people also call the standard farm rubbish, but it is not, because the reality is that if you can do it for free, you're good to go, right? I mean, all these farms, like they're needed to essentially, while I'm not playing, I need things to happen automatically, right? Because I don't want to spend my time actively having to get acid. Map location all the way on the right side next to the Research Institute Alternate Reality. Also, that Alternate Reality Research Institute is, by the way, plenty good to farm down. Here's someone built Stardust too. I kind of like his base. That's a cute one as well. Little gun encampments. Grow farm 6 power more barrels. Acid farm 200 power 4 barrels. What, Dr. Udi? Can you use words like long sentences? Or if you typed it on a phone, then I guess it's fine. What makes the spot so good? I can show you, but it's essentially making the purification the easiest possible. I think the only other easy purification you can get is by purifying on a cliff. Why is purifying on a cliff so good? Well, you can essentially put your base upside on a cliff, right? And then when you're purifying, the monsters are spawning at the bottom of the cliff and they can't get up. Are there other spots beside the oil fields? This is oil. This is oil. This is oil. Everything where the black splotches are and the gray splotches next to the splotches is oil, 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 oil. This is all oil. I think up here is even more oil. I'm pretty sure. I think there was an oil spot here too, if I'm not 100% mistaken. So yeah, like this is essentially my base is sitting in the water on the right side. My base is currently here, sitting in the water. Actually in the water, not like in the water. It's in the water. But it's so deep in the water that there's still a bit of land looking at me, so that I am allowed to purify. Let's get this quest knocked out. I've seen underground. Underground works as well. I'm not sure if it still does work. Again, some of these got altered that they don't not work anymore. Okay. So not all of these 100% work. Some of them are actually botched at this point. Acid farm to max out costs like 200 power. I don't think you need to max out. I mean, right now, if I put 1,000 acid or impure acid in, I'll just come back after 1-2 days. I have some acid. I can make myself tungsten and I'm good to go. Andrew Johnson, how the hell did you know everything they were going to say? I'm just very I'm just psychically talented. You know how it is. There's a Chinese interactive map that shows oil and radiation zones. Yeah, but that radiation zone is outdated, to be honest. We looked at the Chinese map yesterday, and it's sadly heavily outdated. It's not really as good as we want it to be. Is the territory bug fixed yet? Which territory bug? You mean moving your territory? That's been fixed for quite a while now? And with for quite a while, I mean for quite a while. Me. You know what's going to be really interesting? Doing hard mode on hard mode servers. Because I did the normal mode and monsters were actually sturdy, chat. Monsters were damn sturdy. You'd be surprised. Like, I could show you a, like a run. And it was surprisingly... Wait, did I have I not done this quest yet? This is not a simplified quest. I thought I had this quest already completely knocked out. No, I'm actually here doing a quest. Holy. Thought I'm like doing a simplified quest, but I'm actually doing a quest. First time going to a new server. What's the most important things to take with me? Drills. One single advanced drill, one single advanced chainsaw. You don't need more because the drills and saw, they last. Look at this. I've used this drill and saw like since the beginning, non-stop. And mine are still pristine quality. And they make everything so much easier. With a new patch? No, I had no problems building right now, so not sure. Do calibrations carry over? You can transport them over. I have not taken a single calibration with me because there's new calibrations. Okay? So the game does actually have fancy-pantsy new calibrations for you, in case you didn't know that. Deviation generators stop working. Yes, sometimes deviation generators are plenty weird and they will just stop working from one second to the other. It is a bit weird, but hey, there we go. Wow, how many vending machines are here? So someone wants to sell and get that. You can buy acid here. See, like why worry? This is a hard mode server, right? People are so accommodating. Like you can get everything on a hard mode server. Like this is like if you play hard mode, you're essentially playing the game with a bunch of filthy, dirty tryhards. This is not like, you know, your normal server where everyone is still learning the game. Nah. This is a hard mode server. Everyone is a blissful, dirty tryhard. Which is great. Because it's a fun environment to actually hang out in. Especially if you're filthy, dirty tryhard yourself. Right? Don't have to worry. I get everything. Hope they do nightmare servers. Before nightmare servers, I think pro mode servers would be a thing. Now, I will have to say that the higher the difficulty of the server goes, okay, the less you'll be able to do it solo. This is very important. The higher the difficulty goes, the less you'll be able to do it solo. Simply because, how do I say this now? It's actually getting difficult. My search for these like you'll like again. I did kill every boss alone, but I have to say we're getting to the point where it's vastly more convenient to have people with you. So on normal servers or on novice servers, you could really knock out everything completely alone, right? You could just there was no challenge there at all. Like it was as simple as they go. But they're actually getting like it's becoming increasingly more difficult to do things solo, no matter how hardcore upgraded your weapons is. And that's cool. There will come better builds. Well, no. I mean, they're like yes to some degree, better builds, but there's only that much you can do, right? I mean, the game is not really complicated. So it's not like that we're playing a complicated game here. You just take mods, put them together, and you do damage. Done. Obviously, some mods simply don't work, but that has nothing to do with complication and more like with the game not working the way it's intended to. So sometimes you're like, oh yeah, this mod would be great, but then it's like, oh yeah, this mod does actually not work. Right? And you're like, that's shit because it should.
That's it. The Forsaken monolith. Solo lost his deviation somewhere around here. Who knows what it could
I'm happy we can still one-shot soldiers with the bingo. This is not the bingo. This is the Black Panther. And it's not only the Black Panther, it's the Black Panther in 4 stars already. Right? And it's not even a sniper build we're playing right now. We're actually playing a power surge build where we're just running around with a sniper too. So this is why hard mode is great. See, this is my 4-star Black Panther, and I can almost 5-star it. I'm just unwilling to put that many blueprints in right now. So I've gotten some absolutely killer upgrades already. But yes, you can still blast out tons of damage. I mean, like killing enemies is not the difficulty. It's just that enemies are also hitting you quite hard, right? But this is why we're upgrading our account, right? This is why we're playing the game. I mean, I'm not playing the game to not become stronger, right? I'm playing the game to have absolutely cracked, fucked out gear at the end, right? I want to be super juicy. I want to do these one shots, but that's what I played for. That's what I played all the last season for. So I can do this. Ripper, thank you very much for the brand new sub-dubber. Ripper, appreciation. Hope you're doing very well. Thank you for supporting the stream. How do I get up on that balcony? I know I get up there on the other side, but I thought I could get up here from this part too. Oh no, I have to go all the way over to the other side. I thought I could go on this part too, and I'm so unhappy right now because I have to go around. How are you respawned already, Dave? What power surge are you running? I'm running the Soccer Outsider because it's a stranger gun and there's not many other stranger. So the stranger gun is the gun type that is then looking for the stranger upgrades. And it's one of the few stranger guns out there. So I just like the Outsider more than the SMG. I know a lot of people like the SMG and there's nothing wrong with lighting the outer space. I'm just a Scar fan. Nothing wrong with liking a gun because you're a fan of a certain gun type. Haha. What are you going to do now, Timothy? What are you going to do now after a shot in your leg? AR is more ranged and versatile. Spot on, sir. I mean, there are reasons beyond me just liking something, right? But the main reason is I just like it. Like, right? I'm not gonna pretend that I have a different reason, right? I'm not gonna pretend I have very sophisticated reasons. I just like the gun. Done.
I don't know if he's friend or foe, but I'm beginning to think he's not even human.
Leah Lab Solo was the only difficult thing in Season 1. Well, Leah Lab Solo is obviously a challenge only meant for absolutely skinny tryhards. If you then feel like doing that, you just go all out. I mean, I did, for example, personally not bother with Leah Lab Solo. It was just not adding to my fun of the game. But if you felt like doing it, there was definitely a challenge there. I think pro mode might actually get interesting on the server for dungeons. I mean, let's go into a theta. So like I have my fully upgraded gun and everything, right? So we can let's teleport to low first, then we go to theta, and I'll show you like how different it feels. Do you think the Predator LMG and Dominator Shotgun can pair with each other? Absolutely. You had the Scar 3-star, you were getting more DPS with the SMG. Well, the SMG has one advantage. It is a golden gun, right? So if you look at this, the base damage is 192, which is fantastic with a fire rate of 85. So you could actually calculate the DPS, right? Damage times fire rate. With the Stranger, I have a 2-star upgraded. I'm at 250 with a fire rate of 515. So obviously, my fire rate versus damage is not like, right? You're doing less because the fire rate of the SMG is higher. Now, the DPS might be higher, but you also need to hit every single shot, which is very important, right? Where the gun actually does have only crit-based power surge trigger, and this one has, for some reason, a reload-based power surge trigger plus a defeating enemy-based power surge trigger, which I personally don't like. And the range is just worse, right? So that's like the thing. Like you just have worse range. If you're standing inside your opponent every single time, right? If you're like really living up their nuts, then it doesn't matter. You'll just SMG spray them down. If you actually enjoy staying like a bit further away, things are obviously looking a bit different. Power surge shotgun better. Power surge shotgun is great as well, but it costs money, right? I mean, right now I'm playing 2 guns that I get for free. I have another 8,000 star crom, so the 2 guns I'm playing, these 2, I get them for free. Didn't have to do much to actually have these 2 amazing guns, right? One thing I need to read about power surge again, though, is was power surge was status damage. Once inflict power surge, the additional damage cannot crit, cannot strike waste path. And the calculation was power surge factor bonus, power surge. Yeah, I was just thinking like which calibration would be good for power surge, and it's simply fire rate, right? More fire rate, more better. More fire rate, more better. You get it from the wish machine, the soccer. Yeah, I get it from the wish machine for the wish machine quest. So there is a wish machine quest where you have to wish machine hit 1 single time and you get the soccer outsider. There's a problem we're going on. Ooh, there is. It's probably, no, it's not full. They're probably done already. Have we not talked to the T-man here? These can be done again, by the way, if you're going to... Yep. These can be done again, which is great because it's more XP. So like we have this hard mode still, right? And we have pro mode. And I think it says recommended 4 players for pro mode as it did before. I mean, normal is obviously still alone. But I'll say that it might be that you at least need 2 people to do a pro mode on a hard server. It would be interesting because you could do pro mode like solo, sleeping, like on like while not caring about anything, right? It was the easiest shit ever, like 0 challenge, no mambo jambo. But now if you're actually inside here and you're trying to shoot these guys, right? We can still one-shot the normal mobs. That's obviously never going to be the challenge. Oh no, you were supposed to block them so I could loot. That's never going to be the challenge. But the bosses, they have so much more HP. Like I was fighting the dude with the little sack on the bottom, and he was not wanting to die. What I'm asking myself though is it like the way it's supposed to be, or did they overtune some of the bosses? Because there is an unfortunate thing happening where they have overtuned some things. So you're like, it's weird. This thing has 400% more HP than it should have. And you're like wondering if that's intended. Especially during a purification, some of these bosses, they have so much, right? So much. Do you know how to get the avatar frames? Nope. Not for certain, at least. But server, it's EU25 PvE. So like that's a 31,000 damage shot, and that was like almost like 200,000 damage right now, and the thing is still alive, right? Like with these shots should have been turned into mush, but that's only normal, right? So I think hard mode and pro mode could actually offer finally up a challenge. Bullet crafting plus 50% specialization would be useful in hard PvE, I guess. Everything is useful, right? And I took myself the only asset specialization I got, and the most important thing I actually took was more missiles for Prime Wars. That's the most useful specialization I took. I mean, I can craft like Prime War missiles like there's no tomorrow and absolutely whoop the ass of everyone. Isn't it bad to use controls on normal mode silos? Sir, I'm not planning to slave my life away later in pro mode, so I am using them right now because I won't use them later. Also, you get so many controllers that it truly doesn't matter. Unless you really want to do 400 pro mode dungeons. So no, it's not bad. Especially since I do need some Stardust now as well. Now, obviously, Stardust can be also had easily over just doing normal Prime Wars. Stardust can be had over doing Purifications. But end of the day, see, like you're not even one-shot popping his legs anymore. Oh, come on now. We're about to shoot El Hakan in his stupid dome there. Don't make this more complicated than it has to be. Oh, we should, by the way, take our dog with us again. I'm still not using the Shadowhound, even though I have it. So I'm using the controller. I get myself a golden mod because you can actually get golden mods, Stardust Source, Energy Link. I'm fine. Like, you know, I need these resources right now as well. Repairing items in this game is annoying. Yes, you should only repair your items when they're close to breaking. So I do believe personally that the repairing is too expensive, yes. And again, you should really, really, really only repair when everything's about to break. Okay. You can't solo the second encounter in Leah without stuff breaking. See, another good reason to never try to solo Leah. Because it's just annoying with the repair costs and everything. Literally. How does nail a 50k damage? I mean, we have some, like, again, the gun is upgraded, is calibrated 10 times currently. Right? The Black Panther is calibrated 10 times. The Black Panther does 50% bonus damage anyways, which is good. We get a new mod that gives us 10% bonus damage if we're in Fortress Warfare. Then we're getting 20% bonus damage plus 20% bonus damage if we're 40 meters away, or 20 plus 20 meters. So the 20 and then more, right? So that kind of adds up nicely to boost. And we have the Bastille set, and the Bastille set gives us another 40% bonus damage by crouching. So that was like now a normal mode, and you notice normal mode still works, right? You still got it. It's a bit more challenging than before, but not to a point where it feels annoying. So the best thing I could do with found gear, you can destroy it. So with your found gear, and I'll show you what you do. And you like, I'm not trying to be funny here, okay? Like I'm generally like, if I make a joke, you'll know I made a joke, okay? If the golden AWS is max calibrated and does nearly 10 to 12k, yeah, because the golden AWS is not better than the Black Panther. I know a lot of people still think this, and it's okay to be wrong, you know? but the Black Panther is insane. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the weapon tab here and you're going to break them down. Why? They have the symbol in the top left corner, and this symbol is called calibration. That means if I break down this weapon, I'm going to get this calibration out. After missing a shot, automatically reload 1 ammo. Or I'm getting the shotgun calibration out, which is bonus fire rate. That's great. Now with these calibrations I just pulled out of this, right? I can go into my workbench. Then I can select my gun, which is my LMG here, my AR. I can go for a replace calibration, and then I can take some of these cool calibrations I have. For example, after being shot, automatically reload a bullet. Cool, attack plus 8%, doesn't hurt. Or fire rate plus 10%, reload speed, and then attack minus 7.5. This is actually good because it has double elemental damage. It does actually kind of work nice for the gun. So I should probably put this on, if I'm honest with you. As our calibration, the main problem is I don't have the Stardust to actually do this. You're still getting 24.4 from the pollution. Yes, so the water pumps are currently pulling up 24 dirty water and 4 pollution. That doesn't change. And we built the Great Wall of Purification. Chat. This is the Great Wall of Purification. Because it's used for a purification, but it's also purifying. What is the hell is the calibration? It's your first time seeing it. These are new calibrations from the server. So this is hard mode. And if you look at that symbol, so the symbol in the top right corner, these are specific calibrations that are new from hard mode. For example, sniper rifle, after missing a shot, automatically reload 1 ammo. The next shot hit gains attack plus 12%. And then crit rate. Cool. Or on the SMG, after being shot, automatically reload an ammo. Then you got the pistol, also is missing a shot. This was after reloading from empty. The next shot is guaranteed to trigger its keyword. Which means if I reload my machine gun, right, I will always trigger whatever I have. Which is kind of useful for probably the KVD, right? Because the KVD needs to do more burn, and if you reload, you do burn. Like, it does seem a bit useful. Like, it generally, like, I'm not excited by that one. I guess if it was a shotgun mod, it would be great, because if you then trigger your keyword 100% after reloading, it might be worth it. Or the SMG with the auto reload, see, that could work. Oh, so you're saying if you're playing the Icy Vortex with that. Ooh. Ooh, does that work? Does that work? Well, we can give it a try. So what we're saying is, so if we have this on the SMG, after reloading from empty, the next shot is guaranteed to trigger. But you need to be empty. The auto space with auto reload. When does the auto space auto reload? After defeating enemy power surge, after reloading power surge, but how do you auto reload it? Because you need to be like empty, right? Which calibration for the sniper do you need? I mean, sniper needs reload calibration. There's no question about this. Sniper needs the quick bold action blah pew pew. Right? I mean, I already have one here, bolt pulling speed plus 30%, but I need it in legendary, obviously. For the little jaws is good. Well, this is only an SMG, so like you can't put these on everything. So these calibrations, right? They're for specific guns. So this can only go on the DE50, R500, and the G17. This is for SN700, AWS, and Hammer. It actually says like this one is for the MG4 and the KVD, right? On the ARs, it's also like it's putting like it's really like it doesn't want to be on other things. Also, Godzilla and Toad, please, like, if you want to argue further, take it to whispers. But you don't have to do that in chat anymore. And with you don't have to do that, I mean, don't. Thank you. Don't make me be an adult. I don't want to be an adult. I'm playing computer games. Thank you. Okay, let me pick up some rockets, though. I mean, as you can see, like, these are all my rockets. I have tons of them. And they don't weigh anything for me, which is kind of useful. Let me build a Gatling gun and then destroy it. Gatling gun. We're destroying it. Also, hi, Mango. You're looking stunning. Are they still not? Oh, they started it again. Let's go. Should I disable my 10+ weapons so I can transfer my calibrations? Yes, you should. Right? A fucking P. Sir. This is not a should you. This is why haven't you yet? Like, if you transfer the server and you got 10 guns lying around in Eternal Land, you wasted these guns. Right? Because transferring guns is not happening. Listen. Transferring guns cost you 11,000 points. That's like pissing in the wind. A very bad idea. Right? It's a very bad idea. Okay, let's see if some people are appearing. I mean, I'm not going to waste my bullets if no one is here, right? And that's a prime war. We get 10 peeps. 10 peeps is okay if someone else builds a cannon too. So you really don't want to like be stuck with going into your seasonal backpack and then going on guns. See, like I get some guns here, but these are all my crafted guns, right? These are all the guns I crafted and I used. There is no there's no calibration lost. So there is 1, 2. So no one else has a Gatling. I mean, my Gatling with 30 bullets is not enough to do this alone. You want at least one more person with a Gatling. What do you get for me? Oh, thank you very much, Andy the Beaver. Here. Andy, here. Here. Andy, take it. Here, Andy, look. He's not looking, Chan. Howdy, Casper. Good to see you there. Hope you're doing good. Plasma rounds good or not compared to the missiles? Well, plasma rounds are not bad, but they cost a lot to make and they only last for 24 hours, correct? So you have to make them every single day. Again, like I literally got offered red plasma missiles and I declined because why would I make missiles that I can only use for 24 hours? That's like, it's so weird. So I'd rather make these cool missiles that I can just have like on stash, especially if you get the mastery for these, the specialization for these are so much better because I can literally craft 3 for the price of 1, which is huge and helps tons to... Okay. Helps tons to not have to... Look at the HP melting away from this, Chan. People are doing so much beautiful damage in on this server. Great. Let me break this down. How many rockets did I shoot? No, it seemed like that was only 9 rockets. I forgot. Which one do you have to shoot? The black one or the silver one? Oh, the silver one, right? We're shooting this one? I always forget which one you actually shoot. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think I shot the right one. Yeah, I win. I'm smart. 400 IQ. Whee! Beautiful damage. Gamers. I've done so many. So like, and now I wasted 9 rockets. Okay, Chad? I wasted 9 rockets, but how much premium fuel am I getting back? So that is another 7 premium fuel. That is another 7 premium fuel. And that is a final 7 premium fuel. So 21 premium fuel. I can make more fuel now than I lost. Okay? You get by the wind? Yes, I got by the wind, but I don't know how useful that one is. So we have a new Deviant, and I have not tried out the new Deviant yet. I don't actually know what it does exactly, so we can read about it if you want to. Is the lag fixed in Prime Wars? Sometimes. With the bingo, you can do 200k. I can do 200k with a Black Panther too. I'm just not fully stacked for sniping right now, sir. And I'm using steel ammo. I mean, the bingo is great. Don't get me wrong. The Panther just does more damage, especially from the first shot on. Because the bingo has to shoot 3 shots to get to the damage of the Panther. Just FYI. It's not like we haven't tested it, so, you know. but it's fine if you do like the bingo. Don't get me wrong. There's no hurt feelings. Unable to place more because I'm needing more the securement units, number 2. Okay, now let's put in the by the wind. These are 1/1s though. Growing pains and growing pains. Great. Okay, so what do you do exactly? Takes effect after player takes the throw, creating a floating area on the ground. Okay. And then combat assist. Generates a floating zone beneath the player, allowing them to freely float in the air at a mixed height. Player movement speed plus 20%, jump speed plus 2%, and become immune to fall damage and stagger. Yeah, it sounds only good for PvP. Like, it's just like, yeah, no. No. I mean, no hate, but no. No. Let's put blue and red light on this so it's kind of happy. You can only get it in PvE. Well, the weird part is there's things you can only get in PvE and things you can only get in PvP, right? But if the season is done and I'm now swapping to another server, then I can take PvE deviations with me to PvP. So, for example, I do have Mr. Wish. If he didn't get taken out of my inventory, there's Mr. Wish. Mr. Wish, you can't get anymore. But I can still get him. Right? And the same is if I go to a PvP server, I can take my beast with me. Cool, cool. The Deviant works well with your build that needs to crouch. It creates a personal tower for you, for yourself. See this how By the Wind works. I mean, I can synchronize By the Wind. If you want me to synchronize By the Wind, I'll do it. I mean, no one shall say we're not willing to experiment with some things. There you go. We're gonna attach a wire. do this. We just have some energy going on. So that's working now. The Deviant is synchronized. Is Mr. Wish PvP only or just not dropping at all? No, Mr. Wish is not dropping in PvE anymore. You're now getting another Deviant in place of Mr. Wish. I don't know which one it was, but you're essentially just simply not getting Mr. Wish anymore. Yeah, you're now getting Lethal Rabbit, I think, down there. Is new reset now? That depends on your server. I mean, for me, I am currently going forward to phase 3. I'm obviously not excited for phase 3. I'm going to do the Prime Wars, and that's it. So I'm literally like, what am I going to do on this server, guys? I will do the Prime Wars. And then I'm done with phase 3. In phase 4, I'll do the Prime Wars. And then in phase 5, I'll gather the Manibus and do the Nightmare Prime Wars. And then I'm done. So what do we have? We got now the floaty thingy. So how do you do it? Gravity lift. Or combat assist. Which one do you do? Combat assist. Oh, can't pull that out? Or what? Just like that? Gravity lift. Whee! Oh, and then I can just crouch and just be here. Interesting. I'll say this. Not worth it. I mean, interesting to have this. Don't get me wrong. But the reality is, the Shadowhound is just better. Because the Shadowhound just tanks. Why would I use this thingy when I could summon a Shadowhound who does damage and tanks? Base location is on the right side of the map, next to the Rift Anchor Alternate Reality Institute, in the water. When you're level 40 under that, I use Festering Gel. Yes, I mean, the Shadowhound becomes important to just, depending on your build, not in general. So the Shadowhound just becomes important to, where am I going for the love of God? Oh, I wanted to go here. I need to check how many permits I have. So the Shadowhound becomes important for like hard mode dungeons, pro mode dungeons, because it just makes it so stupid easy. They removed Pup Buddy. I didn't even know what Pup Buddy did. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, Pup Buddy, you rip. But what did he even do in the first place? Also, if your deviants are not working, you often have to pull the deviants out and put them back in again. Deviants like to be bugged. They literally like to be bugged. I'm sorry to tell you this. Make featherweight potions. Gives like 50 wage. Women not even that great. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's not like I've ever needed that. So I'm always confused what people put so much so much emphasis on, you know? Because you can carry enough. I mean, I don't know what you're carrying with you. That you're in need of more carry capacity. Just be fat. Are you not fat? I'm asking you one important question, guys. Are you not fat? Are you not 100 kilo plus obese, triple C thick, like big booty, like your pants are almost bursting? That kind of fat. Like you can carry a truckload around. No? Quadruple thick, exactly. That's what we're talking about. Like, if you're running around with 60 kilogram, what are you even doing? Why are you even alive? Are you even alive? Right? I mean, being fat gives you bonus weapon stability as well, so your aim technically becomes better. Right? There's so many reasons to be fat. You need it for your mining runs. I mean, just dump your inventory and then you're fine, I guess. Also, the biomass missiles reduction weight, yes, but then you just drive with a car. Like it's not like there's a solution for all of this, right? So if you struggle with weight or with the mining runs, just take the car with you where you can put things in the trunk. You know, like I drive to Prime Wars with my Jeep. And I put my biomass missiles on the trunk of the Jeep, so I just don't have to worry. How do you get fat? You just eat. So if you don't eat, you get skinny. If you want to be fat, you eat. So I'm actually currently at 88 kilogram. I'm going for skinny, sadly. I need to eat more. I need to overindulge. Give me those, like... Also, if you sleep next to your cat, it makes you fat. I don't know why actually your cat made you fat, but it does. So if you do sleep next to your cat, it fattens you nicely up. My cat made... Yeah, this is your excuse. Like, if you're in real life, as in the game, guys. You can say my cat made me fat. Now, let me post this in the chat now. Shift left click. Blackfill permit shenanigans in world 8. Come. Mango, why are you already here? What, have you already put... Mango, have you already put your finger in? You already have, right? God, Mango, you evil person. I was just about to press it, but Mango's already there. He was just faster than me. So you need to sleep next to your cat. So you need to go into your bed and then need to sleep next to your cat, and suddenly you're fat. I mean, not overnight, but... Someone offered 5k Stardust for Mr. Wish, but is it worth it? Honestly, I will say that Mr. Wish is overhyped. He's not bad. He does apply target, which does give you a slight damage boost, but I'll say that needed? No. Not needed to a point that people make it out to be. In no capacity, if I'm honest with you. Like, you're not going to be lost if you don't have it. And again, the Shadowhound is just so often better. Depending on obviously what build you play, because if I'm playing a sniper build, the Shadowhound is just a straight increase in weapon damage. That's it, right? If I'm playing a power surge build, I should actually take the... I think it's the lightning blah? There's one that increases lightning damage. I always forget which one that is. So yeah, there's a better one for status damage than the Hound. Considering though that the Hound just tanks, right? So if I would pull out the Hound here in this situation, he would just hang for me. So, and the Mr. Wish target buff is actually only 8% more damage, because target ain't even that strong. Unless you're using some memetics or some cradle buff to interact with target, it's useless, if I'm honest with you. So I know a lot of people like overhype Mr. Wish and they're like, this is the best thing in the game, but it's just merely, it's okay. I mean, if you have a tier 5, okay, if you have a tier 5 Shadow Hound. That's a 43% damage increase. Yes, you heard right. Flat 43% more damage. Great, ain't it? Who doesn't want that? Yeah, 43 plus cradle buff. See? And the thing is, the higher your Mr. Wish is, it doesn't give you more damage. And that has simply to do with how marked works. So the marked trait, the vulnerable that they apply, that one does not rise in damage with levels. I think he might increase the duration with a higher level, but yeah. How do you get the Twitch drops? I don't think they exist anymore. So they're listed in game, I know. But it's the old Twitch drops. Also, 5k Stardust is very little. I mean, 5k Stardust is a good chunk for a solo player. And as you say, your hive brings you stuff so you can make more Stardust. Yes, that's you and your hive. Gotta consider that most people do not have a hive, nor actually talk to other players, aka me. Where should you make your base right now? I can show you the location. It's a good, nice, multi-purpose base scenario right now. We have it all the way to the right in the water, next to the Alternate Research Reality Institute. Well, I actually do make a video on this because I want to talk a bit about hard mode servers and the need for certain resources. That really changes it because right now I have this purification done, right? And this purification gives me more barreled premium fuel than I can farm like with oil in like 1 day, essentially, right? Do the upgraded hounds only drop in promo? No. So the ranks of deviants is completely random. Technically, you can get a level 5 deviant when you're fighting the shadow hound. I mean, the highest deviant I have found in normal mode, okay? The highest shadow hound I have found so far, I think, is 2, sadly. I have not been lucky. Yes, I only have a 2 skill rating one. I need to farm this guy more. Can I solo a Nightmare Primer with 1,000 biomass missiles with 30% damage boost and Gatling gun? The Gatling gun damage boost doesn't apply in Prime Wars. I tried it, unless they fixed it. No, you can't. And the simple reason is that you're not doing enough damage. So you can break the shield solo. You don't actually need anyone else to help you break the shield. Okay? That's fantastic, right? Think about it. No one needs to help you break the shield. But you don't do enough damage. That's more or less the issue. So you would probably have to break the shield multiple times, and you in the process of doing that, you might just simply run out of biomass missiles. They fixed the 30%. Is it now working in Prime Wars? But that's helpful. But still doesn't really make you gonna be able to do it alone. Should I take the precision refining mimetic? Precision refining is pretty good. I like it. I'm gonna, like, we can actually pick a final mimetic now, Chad. We can pick a final mimetic. Let me interact with this. So, because we just got level 50. Da-da-da-da-da. So the final one, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend. We're going to get electric furnace. Doubles yield when smelting aluminium and tungsten. Oh, I love that one. Oh, I love that one. Stardust regulator is bad. Pulse power device is bad. And structure healing defense is bad. So, super furnace. Let's go. Mango, what do you want to trade me again? Is your server's phase 2? Yes. What should you spend your star crumb on? Give me a second. I'm not sure what Mango wants to do here. In your backpack, there's a small, medium chance to retrieve it. No, 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 Mango. No. Stop giving me cool things. Appreciate it, but stop giving me cool things. So, like if you have AK Starcrown and you don't have a weapon you like yet, you can buy yourself a weapon. You can obviously gamble as well because you might get some more blueprints. The thing is, if you don't have a weapon yet, if you don't have a single legendary weapon that you like, so for example, the Jaws or any of those, unless you would like to play the legendary Scar, I would always buy a weapon. And there's a very simple reason for that, because you get what you want. Now, gambling is cool. Don't get me wrong. Gambling is cool. But you know what the issue is? That if you gamble, you might end up with a memento. Now, the memento is not a horrible gun, but it sucks compared to some of the others. So you might just gamble because you're like, hey, the internet told me that gambling is good, because the internet lies to you. Like, in case you didn't know that, the internet lies. Okay? Very important. So, and since the internet then lied to you and told you gambling is good, even though it's not, you're stuck with now a shitty gun. So in my eyes, it is definitely opportune. Like, this is why I'm playing the gun, by the way. So I play the Black Panther. It's for free. You get it like in phase 2. You go to Furnace Lair, you pick it up. And then if you buy 3 parts of the Bestie set, you can kill everything. That's it. Done. I mean, I'm just a big fan of the Bestie set, so don't get me wrong. It's just nice because you crouch and you get 50%, 40% bonus damage done. A big fan of the Bestie set. Not everyone likes it, but it's like literally you get the sniper for free. You spend 9,000 Starcrown to get you 3 pieces of the set, and that's it. You're already set with a cool combination that can kill every normal, hard, and pro mode boss. Right, because that's how it works. Is there a new base spot the best? Ha! Because purifications are so simple. We'll show you the base in a second. Have you gotten the Lone Wolf set? I want to get 3 pieces of the Lone Wolf set on top of my Bestie set. So I want to play 3 Bestie and 3 Lone Wolf. That's the plan. But I don't have the Starcrown yet to buy 3. Right? Is using Iced Tea after crouching cancels the Bestie slow movement? No, but the slow movement is really not a problem. You get this activated, then you stand up, move slower, but you essentially just roll a bit faster and you're fine off. Is the shotgun legendary with a surge a good weapon? Yes, it actually is. You're talking about the Wanderer, right? The Wanderer is good. It's mostly because of the crit rate, because Power Surge can deal crit hit and Power Surge crit rate plus 15%. When Power Surge is triggered, Power Surge crit damage plus 15, and then Power Surge damage factor plus 15 in total. Chance to trigger Power Surge with a hit, but will not inflict Power Surge status. You can essentially, like, you don't care about the Power Surge status in itself. You just want to inflict Power Surge, okay? You want to do, like, the Power Surge damage, and you can do so much. Especially crit, you can easily get up to 60-70%. How are you supporting StarCraft on your second server? Because I already gambled 25,000 away. You know? Prime Wars don't show up on your server. That's because you're on a PvP server, sir. Abrasi for everything? No, I do have a bunch of fragments. Look at my fragments. I have 600 Huntsman, 600 Wanderer, 600 Operator, 400 Juggernaut. I have 300 Huntsman, 300 Operator. So I do have tons. I mean, my Oasis mask for my Fast Gunner build, which is really good, is already at 4 stars. Actually, almost at 5 stars. I do have a lot of my stuff vastly upgraded already. I could put some guns further out. I mean, right now we are currently sitting at a Sniper rifle almost being 5 stars, and if I wanted to feed all of these in, I'm actually almost going to make it to have the Black Panther 5 stars, but I'm not willing to like kind of throw them all in. I could get my Stranger guns, sadly not higher because I don't have the blue. Oh, I can actually, no, I only have 10 gulp lore fragments. So I can't get this to 3 stars right now, which has me plenty mad, to be honest. My Beyonder's also not able to, I can funnel the jaws in, but it's not enough. So sadly can't get this to 3 stars. And my MG4 Predator is also stuck at 1 star currently because I could make it 2 stars. Should probably consider making it 2 stars. Yeah, because none of these guns is actually good, right? So all of these are like kind of horrible. So we can actually upgrade that one. Ta-da! Now I don't have enough to actually get it further. No, don't have enough to get it further. Glock is good. Nah, Glock is horrible. I'm happy you enjoyed the Glock, but it's really not. The Glock has one problem. So here, this one, this Dusty. Chance to trigger shrapnel when hitting a weak spot. Okay? When triggered, shrapnel no longer ignores already hit parts. That's good. But what do you do with this gun when there are no weak spots? I tried it, literally, against bosses without weak spots, and you just don't do any damage. You know what? That feels terrible. Oh, I so stole this from him. He wanted to put in his permit, and I yoinked it. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not sorry. I'd do it again. I regret nothing. Also, you have to understand that the battle blueprint upgrades are a minuscule damage boost that gets multiplied further down the line, right? The more upgrades you have, the more multiplier there's happening. It's not like that you can't exist without the upgrades. It's just that the upgrades make everything better, right? Can we talk about how awful once human PvP is? No, because I'm not playing PvP. Self-inflicted struggle, ladies and gentlemen. Is there any good melee build? No. 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 And you know why? Have you tried fighting the spider? So the spider, like has no hitbox. Like, and when I say no hitbox, like you literally can only scratch her legs with your melee weapon, right? So a lot of bosses are just really atrocious to hit melee-wise. And for example, the final boss in the Leah Labs, you can't melee. It's impossible. You cannot, in any good conscious mind, melee that. Because it's flying in the air 50 meters. BR, you see there? That being said, I mean, the levels 1, 2, 30 are kind of like melee meta, right? You do melee, 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 melee there. Unless it's a hard mode server. On a hard mode server, melee meta doesn't really work. Actually, get me hurt quite a lot. The Shadowhound moves too much and his immune state can't be done with melee. Yes, melee seems like... I don't know why melee is necessarily in the game. I guess it's really just for this in-between phase. That you... Like, if I'm running around and I just want to one-hit things, I can one-hit things. But the game had never an intention to give you functioning melee builds. As much as we like that... I mean, I got a katana, right? I want to do melee. I got a katana. I got a katana. I got a katana. Have I said that I have a katana, Chan? Yeah, I just wanted to say this again. But it's obviously useless. Oh, wife sending me messages again. Okay. Wife was shopping. With daughter. Do you have a katana? No, I have a wrench. I lied. I don't have a katana. Why are your mushroom workers slacking when you're offline? Well, because their taskmaster is not there to make them work harder. Right? Right. Look, he has a fish. I like that fish. Good. I think that's my last purification here now, and then we're going to knock out another Prime War. I mean, they seem to be Prime War spamming again on this server. I like when they do this. But because right now, for some reason, everyone is just Prime War spamming because everyone wants the Stardust crates. I'll just go to every Prime War that comes up. Does my character and base reset if I want to go to hard mode? Yes, if you are swapping scenarios. So, like, you have to imagine it going this way. If your server is done, everything gets transferred to Eternal Land. So you're putting everything in your backpack and you can start on a new server, new scenario with level 1. All the knowledge you have, obviously, right? Because you're a smart lad. All the knowledge you have then, because you're a smart lad, as we said. Plus your BP fragments, the things you can transfer over. I mean, I started my new server, okay? And I took with me my drill and my logging chainsaw. Then as I joined the new server, I built myself a garage in 2 minutes, took my bike, drove the way up here to the Greywater camp, made my base in the pollution zone next to the refinery pollution point. In 30 minutes, I had a fully functioning electrical base that was already farming polluted water so that I was ready for phase number 2. As phase number 2 started, I had 4,000 impure acid to straight away start brewing acid that I don't actually ever have to farm acid. And to this point, I have not farmed acid in any capacity. Yeah, game is fast as fuck. Why are you not using the shock baton? Because I am not a filthy tryhard. I am a very chill gamer that enjoys the game. I am not going to do jumpy, bumpy movement speed exploit weirdnesses. Because I'm okay to walk slow somewhere. If I watch a streamer and he's flying over the screen with that jumping movement speed thingy, I turn that stream off. Like ASAP. And I'm not coming back. Ever. Because I don't need to see the sweat oozing down the walls, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. There does not need to be sweat running down the walls. It's like, it's fine. Okay. It was a bit dramatic. Like, you're saying it was a bit dramatic, but it's not. I mean, there's just a level of tryhard that's not fun to watch. If you get my drift. Watching someone jump over the screen like... Just to be somewhere 10 seconds faster. Do you know how annoying that is to even look at? It's okay if you want to do it as a casual gamer. But if you're streaming in front of an audience, seriously, it just makes it so unappealing to watch. And I'm saying that from the perspective of a content creator. Now, obviously, on the other hand, it could also be a trademark of you being an absolute giga chat. Don't get me wrong, chat, right? This could also be the trademark of someone who's an absolute giga gamer, like absolutely S tier elite super gamer. Someone that like oh my goodness, you're so wow. I wish I was more like you kind of gamer, you know? Or not. Or not. By the way, don't forget to break down your melee mods for Stardust, because you'll never need them. Because you'll never need them. My guns are slightly... So there's one weird thing in this game. That if I repair my weapons, right, it does cost the same if I do it now or fully broken. So just don't do it now. Just don't. Okay, we're gonna put a calibration in this weapon finally. So I don't want to put like this one in because it's, oh Jesus Christ, it's only a stupid blue one, but at the same time I kind of wanted to have it. You repair your hot broken now, wait until they fully break. So why is my base so fun, chat, right now? So as you can see, we're in the water. For the people that just joined, hi, this is my new base spot. It is right now next to the Reality Institute here in the outer regions of life. This is the Reality Institute. This is Leah Labs. This is my base. And we are functioning as a water fortress. And most importantly is that enemies can only spawn here and here. That's it. Oh, and they can't enter the water. They can't enter the water. So right now my little fortress here has the dude spawn, then stand there and get blasted by the Great Wall of turrets. It's not cheese tactics. It's literally the way you can do it, Stabby, because there's one important part. You need to have a spawn point. So there used to be a cheese tactic where you have 0 spawn points. You could put your base so deep in the water that there's no spawn points. No, none at all. Not a single one. And if you then press Purify, no enemies spawn. Crazy, right? Kind of scam. So yeah, that's scam, obviously. What are you making? Oh, you're making purified water. I need to put you slightly higher. Actually, I need to... Jesus, you're making my life hard. I don't want that. You're going to force me to build my little contraption here. What did I want to do? I needed to build a... Thank you very much. Oh, you're not going to let me put them down there, huh? Well, I'm just unwilling to build something proper right now, so it'll have to do, Chad. It'll have to do right now. Okay. Because I am unwilling to do something proper right now. That'll have to do. Okay, we got my acid. We got my beer. Thank you very much. Please make more. Prime already? Yeah, that's true. Almost missed it. So that's the most amazing part about the base. Can you do Primor with only 4 people on Harder Pro? No. Also, why would you want to? I mean, the more the merrier. Like, it would be fun to do a Primor only with like 2 players and see if it's possible. It is possible. But end of the day, like, you have to see the way that you can help people, right? You can make people happy. Like, some people suck, right? Sorry, they do. Like, they actually do. They suck really hard. They're like bad people. They're just not good at the game. Like Ugu, who's clearly could you all just go away here, or I'm gonna be like this. This is gonna end bad. Ugu, just move your stupid face out of my way right now. God, I hate you so much. So yeah, some people are just, you know, they just suck, and that's just what it is. So you can help them not suck. You can help them get their star chrome. I mean, end of the day, like doing these is 800 star chrome, 800 star chrome, and 800 star chrome, and the next is 1,200, and then the next is what, 1,600, and then it's 2,000. How do you get polluted water when you're not near a town? Well, where I am, there's pollution. I mean, my area here on the right side, again, next to the Reality Institute, that is polluted. I get dirty water and polluted water from the ground. Was phase 1 only 5 days? No, phase 1 is 7 days. Phase 2 is 7 days. Phase 3 is 7 days. Phase 4 is 10 days. Phase 5 is 10 days? Yeah. Right? I'm not completely mistaken. Who did that? Oh, seriously? Because you wanted to build a better foundation? I hate you. It's because you wanted to build a better foundation. Is it worth trying to finish Leah Labs before going? Yes, you should. Have you not done the Leah Labs yet? You 100% want to finish it, sir. I mean, with a team at least, right? Because with a team, it's so easy. You just invite people, and Jesus, it's beyond simple. Why are you naked on my like? There are children watching. I'm the child watching. I hope I'm not the only Gatling gun. God, Jesus. Sorry, didn't get to shoot because I was stuck in my menus. There's too many people, so now there's a little bit. Oh wow, did we kill him before he could multiply himself? Yeah, that happens nowadays every now and then. So you don't collect oil in your base, right? Yes, because I already have like almost 300 barrel premium fuel. Right? So like right now I'm at 230 barrel premium fuel. You know how many missiles that's for me? That's actually 600 missiles if I wanted to. Primors don't feel like they're on hard server. You know why? And there's actually a very easy explanation for this. The reason why Primors on hard servers don't feel like Primors on hard servers is because everyone is fucking cracked out of their mind. Okay? So imagine I do have a 2 times upgraded rifle, 10 times like, so I have a 4-star, right? Black Panther, 2-star Outsider, 10 times calibrated each. I have my legendary equipment. Everyone that's here has the same. Everyone has at least 3 pieces legendary equipment. Everyone has at least 1 legendary gun. They have their deviants popping, right? Up to level 5 Shadowhounds. This is not comparable to the novice server in the beginning where Jimothy, Jebediah Jones, Jeffrey Francis, who has never seen actually a woman naked before, comes in here and is like, what is this? I brought a grenade. I'm helping. Right? Nah. These are a bunch of cracked out nerds who have also never seen a woman naked before, but still a bunch of cracked out nerds. Okay? Very important. Did I miss a town, by the way? Need to like double check if I missed like any town at this point. No, I think I get all the blueprints, so that's good. You think Prime Wars will have a difference? I mean, like later Prime Wars will be interesting as we see like the life scaling of the monsters. So I'm quite excited to see how far that will actually go. See, like I have biomass missiles here. I can craft another 13. It goes into my Stardust source and my iron currently. But I have the yield plus, so this would currently be 36 of them, not 13. Which is actually kind of good. Is it worth being in an oil area? No, I think an oil area is absolutely unnecessary. In hard mode servers. So this should be clear on hard mode servers. Because on hard mode servers, again, everyone knows what they're doing to a degree. that means that like farming oil is not needed. I mean, right now, if I need oil, I'll do Blackfell permit runs. So you type in Blackfell permit runs, you bring one Blackfell permit, and you can be rest assured that there's 2, 3, or 4 people coming bringing permits as well. The thing about hard mode servers is that you have people that want to play. So what happens? What did happen on your novice server, guys? Okay, what happened on your novice server? Let me tell you what happened on your novice server. There's tons of people who made accounts and then stopped playing. Correct? Correct. I'm probably not wrong, right? You have so many people who essentially stopped playing. And that's okay. I mean, like, if you don't want to play anymore, that's like no hurt feelings, right? But that doesn't like really happen on a hard mode server. Everyone that's playing here is like the people signed up to play, right? The people didn't sign up to abandon their character. This is their character, right? They're not going to abandon the char and go to another server. No. Which is cool. I think that's good. Oh, attack plus 25% and fire rate minus. That's so useless. I want it the other way around. I want the fire rate one. One guy from my server traded 5 million energy link for a 5/5 festering gel. I would do the same if I had 5 million energy link. I don't have 5 million energy link, but I would certainly do the same. That seems like a very good trade. I mean, if you sell, yeah, I'll buy it. I need normal fuel to craft Stardust Source. See, if you need normal fuel to craft Stardust Source, then that is an edge case scenario where I'm not going to tell you to obviously go into a polluted water area. That would be stupid. Why would you go into a polluted water area if you picked up the Stardust Source oil thingy, right? That's dumb. And right now, why would I need more acid? Why am I even producing acid? Well, so I can make as much tungsten as I want to make tungsten ammo like crazy. Technically, if you get the right mimetic specializations, you don't need good bases, right? That's like the thing. If you are getting good specializations, you're not in need for certain base spots. The certain base spots are only for people that stink, like me, because I stink. How many impure acid do you farm before phase 2 opened? I get like 4,000 impure acid or so. What I did is, so I made this, like, I made this full of, here, look at this. That's my polluted water. That's my polluted water. That's my dirty water and polluted water. And that should be my impure acid too. Even more. So yeah, I just literally farmed tons of impure acid because it's a big why not. Why would I not farm tons of impure acid? That was the trick in phase 1, right? So phase 1 starts, you cannot go anywhere. You make your base in a polluted area and you just farm impure acid like crazy. It's so easy to do. And yet so good. Right? And the impure acid we then turned instantly into acid, so I don't have to farm. Snapgate, how are we doing? Great. Thank you, partner. I mean, in our current stage, I like the way how I've played so far. I've had zero need to actually engage in any kind of farm because I could naturally get everything crafted. And I think that has been the greatest joy for me so far because that's why I do actually play the new season. Why am I playing the new season, guys? Why even bother? Because I wanted to do everything I'd done before, just smarter, right? I wanted to do it smarter. I wanted to do it better. I wanted to make up for all the mistakes I'd done before. And I've done so. Like, this was zero time waste. I've achieved things in a couple of hours game time that I took so much for. Also, is it worth it to max this out right now? Maybe I would get more Jaws fragments, but I can only get one more epic blueprint and the rest is like rare blueprints. And since I'm not actually playing the Jaws, I just wanted to at least have it unlocked once. I don't need more fragments. I gambled this one a single time so far. Mango, what are you planning to do, Mango? Picking my combo chip sats because I'm planning to go sell things. Also drink more beer. I found setting up a base near enough to a high-level town zone and using the deviated pork chop to increase acid yield from drops by 50% was faster and better than passive farming acid. Yes, it is better, but you have to do it. See? Like, that's the point. The thing you're mentioning is, yes, an active acid farm will always be faster, but you have to do it. You have to go and you have to farm that acid. Right? The reason why you passive acid farm is because you can, on Monday, put the passive acid farm in. Then on Wednesday, you come back online and you have acid. And you can play with that acid. Right? Do you know how useful that is? That you do not have to, in any way, go out and farm.
There's an old, obviously.
And most people just don't have the time, right? I mean, if I have 2 hours of gaming time, like if I log in and I have 2 hours to do things, I really don't want to farm acid, right? It's not like, hey, you know what? I get 2 hours of gaming time today. We should farm acid. No. We should not. We should not farm acid. I wanted to sell combo chip sets. Why are you making so many combo chip sets? Well, you can sell to every vendor for 48,000 energy link. This counts for every vendor, okay? So in case you did not know this, the energy links I'm selling here right now, I can do this at every vendor. So I can go to this vendor in Mayor's Market. Then I can go to Debtsville. And I can talk to the vendor in Debtsville, and that vendor has its own money, right? They're not linked with each other. So I can go here, sell, and he has 50,000 energy links still. Can you collect acid water by hand like seawater or for salt? No. You can't go to collect polluted water. That would be funny, but it isn't possible. But isn't that the reason they invented those corrupted berry thingies? Where do you even get the corrupted berries? Yes, the corrupted berries are an option unless you're making beer. I mean, right now I have one single grow shroom and my one single grow shroom is making me beer. Tons of beer. Okay. Silver gold or combo chip set? Well, silver gold you have to find. So you actually have to put effort in. Combo chip set I just have. Last season, I took silver and gold, and it was really useful, don't get me wrong. But combo chips that you just have. Is the corrupted zones where the dead trees are? Yes, the corrupted zone where the dead trees are, and then you go to the island area. Very important. At some point, you'll have 200 beer. Actually not. I was surprised with this Godzilla, but I drink way too much of the beer because of the double hydration depletion. So your hydration just depletes more. I'm happy to just have like the 22 and I have more canned lunch meat, obviously, because my meat just lasts longer. But my beer depletes quite fast. I drink too much. So yeah, I haven't really messed around with the flowers because it seemed unnecessary at all. But I also don't know where to get the flowers from. So we can go on a journey, Chad. Where do you pick up the new flowers? Oh, I found the house. Why is Harold's moving house next to me? Should I disable all your purple and blue calibrations if you don't need them? The flowers will be there. I mean, we can check it out. I don't even remember what you had to do in Hell's House. I haven't been this season yet. Was it not where, like, do you not have to follow the knocks? Oops. Did I make Hell angry? I shot the arm. And now? Okay. Oh, I'm insane! I'm so good at the game! Immensely talented! Immensely talented! Immensely talented! Sorry, I had to, like, oh my god, I'm so good! I'm not taking it back. That was too easy, to be honest. Because I'm so talented, obviously. Just to say that one more time. What did I? Oh yeah, I wanted to teleport back to base. Chat told me about flowers. First try, Charlie. Good to see you there. And humble, by the way, talented and humble, very important. Like, right? Pizzator, thank you for the 41 months of subscriptions. Pizzator appreciation. Hope you're doing well. This is my friend Mango, by the way, Chad. Like and subscribe. So you're saying in the woods, there is deviated flowers. What makes this spot different from Blackfell? Well, I can have my purification be 400 times easier than Blackfell Rico. I think the spot is especially good for single players because as a player with a hive or a team, you can do your purifications with them, right? But if you're actually not having a hive, well, good luck. Purifications partially. The flowers will be purple. Will they have the deviated energy around them or not? They look purple, then red. Okay. So you're asking me to use my failing eyesight as a 30-plus-year-old gamer to identify purple-red flowers in this. There's a red flower. Is that it? That's a saffron. I found it! I found it! Oh my god! Chad, I'm so humble and talented. Foremost humble, but then talented. I don't know which one is actually bigger than, like, you know? Size matters. I just said it. I'm not taking it back. First try. Looking for the new acid plant? No, not really. Chad is just bullying me into doing it. So I do believe that the new acid plants are absolutely unnecessary and you shouldn't even interact with them ever in ever human history. But Chad bullied me, so here I am. How to make fuel without being in the oil area? You don't need fuel. You do not make fuel because you do not contaminate it wet. What is contaminated wet? What can I do with contaminated? Can I make super beer? I know deviated wet, but I never had contaminated wet. The seed drop chance is so low. Yeah, I didn't even notice if I got a seed. Did I get a seed? Also, it's called wheat. I know. I could keep calling it wet. I'm sorry. It's stuck in my brain. It's hard to get rid of it. Welcome to the non-native gamer called Ponyhoff, who's not native. Who says things in weird ways. Did I pick up a seed? I didn't actually pay attention. A flower seed? No, didn't get a seed. Robbery. What's the contaminated crops for? Acid. You can make acid out of them. So it would be another layer of acid farm if you then so wish to. But I do believe that the polluted farm is vastly superior to it. Personal opinion. Personal opinion that you're allowed to disagree with, but then you're obviously wrong and we can't be friends anymore because how do you even dare, right? It's not enough to be worth farming. Well, I mean, like, more is more, right? End of the day, what the devs are doing is they're just providing you with options to do the same thing. So I don't mind that these are in the game. I think it's nice that these are in the game and they should be in the game because it just gives people things to play around with, right? No matter if it's inefficient, stupid, unnecessary, and absolutely not needed. People just like to do things, right? Can you hand grab seawater to make salt? I'm mostly getting dirty water here because it's a contaminated area. I've actually not gotten a single ounce of seawater because it's contaminated. I have 100 controllers left. Should I use all or just wait 4 more days? The problem, so there's two answers to this. Transferring all your controls is expensive and you don't have to transfer them straight away. So you can just keep your 100 controllers and transfer them whenever needed. Obviously on a new server, until phase 4, they're useless because you got to wait for pro mode. That being said, on hard mode servers, there's new calibrations you can get, and these calibrations you can easily get by actually using your controllers. So if you want to get the new calibrations, you do need controllers. I mean, I'm currently sitting at 23 controllers, but I can get so many more with sproutlets and shit. So I'm not really worried about running out of controllers. If I'm honest with you, I'm just taking it very relaxed and slow, you know? So yeah, where are we stuck now? We picked up 2 berries. I'm totally going to fall in the water here multiple times over, so let's actually build that. So we get 2 berries. I can... Okay, I need a 3-to-1 for contaminated berries. Wow, that's not worth it. If it's 3-to-1 for contaminated berries, then I'm probably going to get 1 acid out of it. I would have, and if one plant, how many berries do I get out of 1 plant? I get 1 berry out of a plant. So I would already have to plant like what, 50 berry bats to even remotely make this worth it? I mean, considering that you need to put it in the farm, you need to get it out of the farm, you need to put it into the barrel, blah, whatever. I mean, at this point, I just need to, like, every morning or every time I log in, I just need to go to this thingy, right? And I just need to take my contaminated water and rip my contaminated water out. And that's it. I don't have to do more. Right? Because the pollution goes automatically in there. Ta-da. Seems like, yeah. It's just not worth it. Now again, if you want to play around with this, is good, but all my farming here is for beer. This is a beer farm, and it's making beer. And I'm not interested in making anything else. Right? Can I have a Hail Mary in the chat? Thank you very much. Beer. We're making beer and corn ale, by the way. I mean, beer's the best. I don't know how, like, I find this so funny that they literally made beer the best drink. I mean, it doesn't deplete, right? It doesn't get bad because it's fermented. Continuous use may cause vomiting, so that can happen. Surprise. And it just helps. Beer helps you to retain sane. It's like, hey, beer actually keeps your sanity topped up. Do you have a suggestion for farming oil and acid simultaneously? There is no suggestion. It is only the Blackfell area. But again, unless you need oil for a specialization, you don't need to care about oil ever. Because getting oil is so easy that it just simply makes no sense to care about getting oil. Okay? Getting oil is the easiest, getting the barreled premium fuel is the easiest thing in the world. So you should not care about farming that. Prime Wars, Purifications. I mean, I have 300 oil. Even if I wanted to, I could not run out of barrel premium fuel. So barrel premium fuel, by the way, I can't run out. So by the way, I got double yield. Does that mean this 87 tungsten is now 319 tungsten? Cool. I kind of like that. No regrets. No regrets. That's for sure. I mean, just randomly getting like a huge chunk of tungsten rods seems like absolutely worth it. I haven't been to the Tall Grass Inn. How do you have so much oil? Because I did purifications with others. So what you do is you go to the Blackfell refinery, you sell Blackfell permit runs, then post that in the chat, post your world tier, and everyone will come to do them with you and for you and put their own permits in because it's easier if you have friends. I mean, if I yell Blackfell permit run right now in the chat, you know what happens? There's at least 20 people there trying to do the same together with you. Because why wouldn't there be? And that's beautiful. That's how it should be. That's how massive multiplayer online games work. I mean, we're in a international, worldwide, like multiplayer online game, survival, horror, blah, whatever. People want to work together in this game. It's an interesting conundrum because we know how online games usually are, and everyone hates each other, and like everyone knows better, and there's so much competitiveness and pettiness, and like it's partially weird how games can be, right? But I haven't noticed that much in Once Human. It's mostly like people do actually support each other. Wait, isn't the store up here? Wait, where's the store lady? What am I missing? The store lady is up here. Am I crazy? Like that's the lady I sell to. Did they move her? Oh, they moved it besides the TP. I got robbed. I'm like walking all the way up here like some goddamn idiot, and no one is saying anything. Chat, I hate you. Like you could have told me. The game actually rewards you for team play. Yes. Yes. So my favorite part right now is, and this is so interesting, that the Leah Labs are made for 4 players. If I go in alone, I'm just making it harder for myself. It doesn't scale down for me. So the difficulty is always 4-player difficulty, no matter if I go in with 2, 3, 1, or 4. And I think that's great because it encourages to even go in with randoms. Let's say I'm an absolute super freak, right? In the bedroom with your mom. And I want to do Leo Labs. I would still invite random people because it's just going to make it easier for me, right? Even if they do minimal DPS, even if everyone just do like 100k DPS, it's still going to be better for me because they're just nerding around, correct? Since the difficulty is always 4-player difficulty. And that I think that's brilliant. personally.
A deviation. They never returned. So I don't know what kind of terror. But now that you're here, they changed.
Leah Labs is an exception. Yeah, that's why we said Leah Labs, Akutan. I mean, we didn't say any other dungeon specifically, right? I remember saying Leah Labs. So wait, there's an Ancient Ones trial going on? I've never been to the Ancient Ones trial. Do you have to go there and then interact with this thingy? I've never been. How do you get the permit for the oil? You go to Blackfell, you do a rotation through Blackfell, you loot the weapon crates, and there's 4 weapon crates, or 5, I don't know. So you do the weapon crates there, and they drop the Blackfell permits. I mean, I did do 2 Blackfell runs because I needed the resources to upgrade my gear, okay? And after doing these 2 Blackfell runs, I was... You can teleport to the trials directly, but why is he flying around then? I cannot teleport to the trials now. Has he not landed yet? Because I cannot teleport to the Ancient One trials. They're moving around. The shooting balloons minigame. I know what it is. I just haven't been. Right? So I know what it is. Just haven't been. I mean, there's always a new experience coming. You have to jump on it before it takes off. Jeez, did I miss it? I mean, I'm definitely going for this right now. Go up the mountain. I mean, I'm totally just driving in the direction of this and then I'm going to be mad. But like, because, oh my God, there it is. There it is. So I assume I missed it already. It's cool to see a ginormous airplane in the sky though. I would like to get off my bike. Thank you very much. Hey, let me follow the airplane because I just want to see it. So the Ancient Ones trial is essentially a plane that mutated into... Oh no, it's gone. That mutated into a grade 1. That's kind of cool. Okay, so the Ancient One trials, they usually start over here, right? Or no, I think they start here. I just simply haven't been yet. It's the only thing I haven't like really been to. I never tried out so far. More south? Okay, that's good to know. We have like some more quests. I'm still like, I gotta actually start doing quests, and you know why? Because I need the stellar planula. This is probably the only annoying thing here right now. I'm not sure if I can you farm the morphic crates again?
A good question. Can you farm the morphic crates?
You should be able to farm the morphic crates again, right? I am here. There's a morphic crate close by. Wait. I am currently next to this area. There's a morphic crate right below me. The weapon add-ons don't redrop. That's not the point. The morphic crates are more needed for Stellar Planula because, like, farming these is still the easiest way to get Stellar Planula. I mean, I did get a ton currently through existing. Right? I got already 5 crates from Severin. So why do you need... What are you going to do with the Planula? Buy the crates from Severin. In case you missed it, they're restocked. Severin, the dude in the towns... who has a tiny crate next to him, he gives you Starchrome 4K. Why do you not want 4K Starchrome? Where is you? Where is you? There is you. Stellar planula and stars. Like so the ones you should farm though are not these, right? So the ones you have to farm are the top region ones because they give you so much. Like the morphic crates you really want to go for. They start here. And these are the ones you want, like the ones upstairs in the final region, because they give you like 15 stellar planula or so per crate. Why not all? It's not worth it to farm all. The morphic crates in the first region, they give around 3 stellar planula and like 5 stardust or so. But the red sands one, so this is the red sands, the Blackfell region, they give, I think 10. Let's check. And the ones in the upper region, they give the most. I mean, again, it's all down to efficiency. Like, I don't want to spend as much time as possible. I want to spend as few time as possible doing things. Because there's no challenge in spending a lot of time to get something done, right? But getting something done in a low amount of time, that's quite cool. So how much did they give again? They gave me... That's 10, told you, and 120 Stardust, which is actually a lot. Just, I mean, for just picking up that little shit, it's a lot. What does upgrading blueprints do? That is a very good question. The answer will cost you nothing. But you can still prime stuff if you like. Thank you. Upgrading blueprints higher the base damage of the weapon. So let's say a 1-star Soccer Outsider does 190 damage per shot. A 2-star Soccer Outsider does 205 damage per shot. And if you're then later calibrating the weapon to do more damage, that goes multiplicative higher. So the higher the base damage of your weapon is through upgrading your blueprints, the more damage you'll do in the long run when you calibrate it fully out, and then it gets multiplied with your critical strikes, weak spot damage, your... Come on, say it, brain. Your mods, and so on. Sorry, gaming. That's why your purple blueprints won't be as good as golden ones. I mean, show me your 6-star golden blueprint. Wait, no, show me your 5-star golden blueprint. Yeah, you won't because you don't even have that remotely close yet. Yes, at some point, golden blueprints will be good. Absolutely. Getting them to 6 stars will be nice. But that's going to take another 1 or 2 seasons. Unless you get exceedingly lucky with your gambles. So sure, golden ain't bad. But purples are so nice and easy to upgrade. So this gives me now 11 stellar planula and 115 dust. So like, and with this stellar planula, I can buy myself 800 star chrome, and that 5 times. So I can easily get 4,000 star chrome bonus for just existing. So my question is, why are you not farming stellar planula? Again, with doing quests and all the simplified tasks I've done so far, I managed to get 500 stellar planula, which is 5 crates already. That's good. I was happy because I really dislike having to farm things, you know? I'm not a fan of farming stuff. I'm trying to usually natively acquire most of the things. So if I play the game, I just want to play the game and be able to get most things. But some stuff you just sadly have to farm. What mods do you have on the sniper? Currently 10% more damage for Fortress Warfare for every person standing inside of it. So if I actually play Leon Labs and I crouch down and I aim down side and I get my Fortress Warfare activated, if someone is standing next to me in this big circle that I have, I do get more damage, up to 40%. Worst case scenario, it's only 10% because it's me, myself, and I, but 10% more damage to have or 10% more damage not to have. Which one are you choosing? Where is the... Where is the... Which direction is it getting faster? I'm blind right now. Oh, you just ran into it, Chan. You just ran into it, face first. For a weapon that relies on psi intensity, is it better to upgrade your weapons before your armor? The reason you're actually upgrading your weapons, the calibration, is because your weapon calibrations give you bonus effects. So if you're looking at your weapon and the calibration, this one gives me elemental damage plus and then elemental damage plus. This one will give me weak spot damage plus and weak spot damage plus. So it's always worth it to upgrade the weapon at least 4 times because you obviously want your first calibration bonus to be popping, right? Otherwise, you would be landing at the spot where you don't have your cool calibration bonuses, and that's going to be a stinker. So same stat blueprints increase the star rating and the damage. Not same stat blueprint, same class blueprint. Watch me closely. What do I mean with same class blueprint? Okay. Zim, do you still play pub? No. No interesting new content to show people. This is a Beyonder gun. This is a Beyonder gun. This is a Wanderer, Beyonder, Operator, Operator. Huntsman, Operator, Juggernaut, Huntsman, Stranger. Huntsman. And Operator, Juggernaut, Wanderer, Operator. I think I made myself clear. This is the fragments you have. And for my Operator gun, I need to feed Operator guns into it to upgrade it. For my Wanderer guns, Wanderer things, and so on. That's simply how it works. I don't think it's good enough explained. I mean, like they have interesting mechanics, so I like the mechanics that the game has, but some of them truly wouldn't hurt to get like another explanation for people because it doesn't seem like clear on first sight for a lot of them. Where you're kind of like, I'm not entirely sure how this exactly works, right? I'm really bad at following the blinking light, right? I'm really bad at figuring out where I actually have to turn because I always feel like my light is not going faster. It's going faster now? Do I go there? No. Do I go there? Petition for opponent to put marble floors in the base. I don't have marble floors unlocked yet. I was already blinking very harsh. Ah, there it is. Jeez. You know, this type of enemy is always making me feel blind. Is there any way to see which facilities are not powered? Yes, there is. If you go into build mode and you actually ditch close to your facilities, it will show you a electricity symbol if they're powered or not. I think if you're also in non-build mode, walking close to them, it kind of shows you the grayed out power symbol. Yeah. So you do it. I want to do some more PvP, but I do a lot of PvE with friends. What types of build should I use? I don't know anything about PvP builds, so I can't give you any advice there. And for PvE, everything is viable. That being said, don't you dare crafting the KVD Boom Boom because that gun is trash. Don't fight me on that, chat. Come on. KVD Boom Boom is trash. We all know it. You bought it. You're just angry. Just angry you wasted your money. You forget to break your guns before changing the server and the mods are still on the guns and can't access them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do have to pull your mods off the guns. That is actually something they haven't really explained nicely. The accessoires are coming with you, but if you did forget a mod on a gun, then that mod is actually staying on the gun. I think the same actually goes for equipment pieces, by the way. So you had to pull them off. Yes, you had to pull them off. It is stupid because I did the same mistake. I did not get my absolute best super giga super mods. Some of them, not all of them. It's frustrating. The mods are easy to find. It's not about that the mods are easy to find. I had very good upgraded mods with tons of legendary things on it. What I didn't test out, though, is if I could pull them off an Eternal Land. So we can try this quickly. Because I did not actually try that. I have to admit. So what happens if I go now to Eternal Land? And can I, in Eternal Land, check if my old gear is still running around with some of my old mods? That was my old chest. See, that's my old mod. So unequip. That's my old helmet we've been wearing. There's no mod on, so we pulled that one off because no, I've been experimenting, right? I was running around with Mayfly goggles for the longest time being. The mask was also not running around, it is. What are those Stardust Swarms? The Stardust Swarms are... No, how do I leave Eternal Land again? The Stardust Swarms are on the right side of the map. All the way to the right side. Rift Anchor Alternate Reality territory. You have about 4,000 Starchrome, and I'm saving to buy a blueprint. How would I get more blueprints to max out the Wildfire for now? It's random. If you want more blueprints, you're going to open your wish machine. And you're going to go for Echoes of the Rift. And this Echoes of the Rift is going to give you legendary gear blueprint fragments, legendary weapon blueprint. Then it's giving you epic blueprints, and legendary armor weapon blueprint fragments. So you could gamble this. You could also gamble the depth charge until you're done. You can gamble the Vulture Pyromanic if you feel like this until you get armor. I, for example, gambled this 11 out of 20 times because it already gave me 2 legendary armor blueprints just like that. So I might just gamble this one up to 20 times to actually get the Vulture top. But mainly just to get other legendary armor blueprints as well, which is kind of good because I'm looking for certain pieces. I mean, we can gamble this straight away right now, right? Because I can. I want to get certain items that I will buy, but I could also just get lucky and get a Stormweaver helmet and then hate life because the Stormweaver helmet is actually trash. So this is why I always say to not gamble, because the 2 blueprints I just got are obviously useless, right? I mean, we get the Shaman Vulture top because I'm like for unstable bomber, but you have the Tornado Pants, and the Tornado Pants are useless. And you get the Stormweaver hood, which is also useless. So, yay. I mean, they're not bad. Okay, so I'm being mean. They're not bad, but they're useless. Absolutely. So yeah, but if you want to have blueprint fragments, so now I did get blueprint fragments, right? And these blueprint fragments I got from the agent set, for example, and agent set is what is agent set? Agent set is bibbity bobbity bobbity boo. Agent set would be heavy duty, frost, sleek, raid top, blast, scout. I never unlocked agent. Am I blind? Agent is a wanderer. So I got more Wanderer fragments. If I now had Wanderer gear, which I don't have, I could upgrade Wanderer gear. So if I, for example, was playing now the Shelterer set, then I could upgrade that blueprint with Wanderer. Now I do have the Shaman Vulture top, right, which is Operator. So since I have 355 Operator fragments, I could take this top, which currently gives me 1534 HP, and I could upgrade that to give me 1611. And the psi intensity also goes up by 3. That would be one single upgrade. And in this, I can, for example, use my blast armor I have, and that is only 134 out of 180 fragments, as I never will need blast suit again. I can also take, obviously, my heavy duty gear, and it's only 40 out of 115. So if I wanted to, I could probably get this chest piece now to 3 or 4 stars even, which is kind of cool, right? I mean, I'm even having the tattoo pans, which I don't need at all. What do the tattoo pans even do? What do the tattoo pans even do? Bounce has a chance to bounce again up in the hit. Oh god, I hate bounce so much. Really, 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 really not interested. So yeah, that's how you get stuff to upgrade. Any thoughts on the Renegade set? Renegade is okay. The problem is hitting the same enemy consecutively grants 1 stack of Archer's Focus, increasing weak spot damage by 4% up to 10 stacks. Okay? So you have to hit an enemy, correct? And it only increases weak spot damage. So if you have a weak spot gun and you're blasting weak spots, then you're increasing your damage, right? And you have to hit at least 10 times to get 40% more damage. So I play the Bestie set because I crouch and I get 40% more damage. That's it. Right? So Renegade, hit 10 times to get 40% more damage, right? Or Bestie, crouch to instantly have 40% more damage. So that's where I personally like the Bestie set more, right? There's 2 sets I like. It's Bestie and it's Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is good for every crit build because you get crit rate plus 5% and then get 1 stack of Lone Wolf Shadow with every 2 weapon crits. And then Lone Wolf Shadow is crit damage and total crit plus in the end. But it's just 5% crit rate again, and you're increasing your crit damage by a lot. So combining the Lone Wolf and the Bestie is really good. There's only one problem with it, and that is that if you play, for example, a Fast Gunner build, you also have to play the unique mask. So this is something you shouldn't forget, that every build has a unique item that usually makes it better. For Shrapnel build, it's often the helmet. Shrapnel trigger count +1, right? Very good. Or the gas mask. Max shrapnel target parts +1, and then shrapnel damage plus 120%. For Fortress Warfare, it's technically boots, or for Bullseye, it's also boots. Because you want to have the cowboy boots, or you want to have the Season Hunter leather boots. For burn builds, it's pants, I think. Was it pants? Hot dog pants? There's burn pants. There was bounce pants. Bounce trigger count. No, it was gloves, right? You got burn gloves. Yeah, when affected by burn, weapon damage plus 15% and crit rate plus 15%. They're actually insane. But since you consider that these unique items are so important, Yeah, you're going to have that. I mean, obviously, you got to also understand that there is, if you're lucky, some purple items that do the same. So for Fortress Warfare, the purple item sucks. You could get another, what was it for Fortress Warfare? It's some heal. For marked, it's actually 30% more damage. So that's kind of cool. So marked boots are insane. For Power Surge, you can get a mask, a helmet, and that is the glasses. So they're good for Power Surge. They're actually really good for Power Surge. They work really nicely. And for Shrapnel, you could just get a beret. Ta-da. So there's a lot of unique items that are actually exist already for free, right? When triggering fast gunner, reload speed plus 25% up to 10 stacks. Effect is removed after reloading or switching weapons. So you can get a 250% reload speed bonus if you wish to. Funny, but not useful. Right? You don't need 4 pieces of Lone Wolf, just 3. The 4th effect is often not worth it. Like increase max Lone Wolf shadow stacks by 10 and crit rate plus 8% for 2 seconds after reloading. The problem here is crit rate plus 8% for 2 seconds after reloading. Unless you're reloading every 2 seconds, you can forget about that bonus being useful. Yes, sure, 2 more stacks on Lone Wolf would give you another 12% more crit damage. But yeah, no. I just don't ever see where that's going to work unless you're reloading every 2 seconds. And I don't think you're reloading the Jaws also every 2 seconds. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying there might be something more useful to take. I mean, there was the Doombringer shotgun, right? Where people were playing the... Was it the... Yeah, the Doombringer. That you essentially reload every 2 seconds, right? That's cool because you just reload it a lot. You get 4 pieces for the extra stacks. I understand that part, but the second part is just useless and I just hate that. I mean, there's a simple reason I'm not using the outer space, and it's not because the outer space is bad. I hate effects that need you to defeat someone. So the outer space says, after defeating an enemy, power surge chance plus 30%. So technically, completely, like, doesn't matter that it is that. But if a gun has a defeating an enemy, it's just mostly useless in boss fights, right? Because you're not defeating enemies in boss fights. Kind of like the same with the KVD Boom Boom. Killing an enemy affected by burn causes an explosion that deals blaze damage of 300% psi intensity. Well, how are you going to use this in a boss fight? How are you going to use this in a boss fight? How are you going to use this in a boss fight, huh? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Unless the boss has ads, obviously. Can you make the AA-12 shotgun work? No, sadly not. I mean, the ACS-12 corrosion frag is insane, so that one is great. The DB-12 is sadly shit. I tried out the DB-12. I wanted it to be good. I wanted it to like destroy with Fortress Warfare and see if it could be something nice. And it has an insane crit rate and it's like really cool, but it shoots slow and atrocious and I hate it. I really wanted this to be a good gun, but the way how the gun works sadly makes it trash. Ruthless Reaper, again, only good if you actually kill 2 enemies. If you're not killing 2 enemies in a boss fight, useless. Like, when I call guns bad, it's always boss fights, right? It's always boss fights. Because, like, everything else is easy. Like, there's no challenge in this whole game, right? Nothing is hard. But a boss fight. Boss fight is hard. Yes, Andrew, they are. I have Outer Space and Scar, and I want to use my 2nd star Scar when I get the mods for which plays with silo drop. Then I also get 3 pieces of shelter armor. All the mods list is listed in the description of the YouTube video. There's a Google Doc with where all the mods are coming from. Hello, sir. I has come here to help you defeat the boss. I have no tungsten ingots, so I cannot help you defeat the boss. I am sorry, Den. I am costing. I brought missiles, but oh, thank you for putting down a gun. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was missing tungsten ingots to do this because I put all my tungsten away. So the problem with Fast Gunner is that you need the mask. Fast Gunner without the mask is trash, depending on the weapon you play, but the best weapon for Fast Gunner is the MG4 Predator. So this is the MG4 Predator. It's insane. But the MG4 Predator needs you to play the mask. The mask is called Oasis. It gives you Fast Gunner another 10 stacks and attack plus 1% per stack. So 5 stacks is now 15 stacks, and that's insane because before the 5 stacks was only 5% fire rate and 5% more attack. Now 15 stacks are 30% more attack and 15% more fire rate. So that's way too good. So yeah. Do you one-shot the spider axe from the spider monolith on easy with your sniper? Normal? On the hard server? No, Baron. But I was there with a tier 4 gun, so I don't actually know. I did... No, we did the spider with tier 3 guns, so I don't know if I one-shot the axe now. Maybe. Maybe. I haven't tried. Mitsuko marks reset? No, Mitsuko marks are with you forever. Mitsuko marks are with you forever. What did you buy? I bought the Predator and I've been only happy. Like my happiest build right now is the Predator build. I managed to, like, the highest I have seen so far with like everything cracked out has been 80,000 DPS with this gun. And that's without food buffs essentially. So with like having my dog pulled out and just shooting away. So 80,000 DPS is like what you pull out with the Predator. It's kind of fun. It's a good gun. Like, really like it. Never had a good calibration for it though, sadly. Was missing the fire rate calibration. Gun's beautiful. Honestly. And it has like kind of like an infinite ammo thingy. It just burns through so much. So if I use the Predator in one Leah lapse, even with a team, I'm burning like through a couple thousand ammo. Like, could you just remove that wall? Sorry, I know you're trolling, but that ain't gonna go good for you. Oh, he built the Gatling gun, and the Gatling gun actually does more damage. Also, I'm out of rockets. Wow, no one is actually doing damage. This is the lowest damage we've had in one of these wars in a while. That's the first very, very low damage. I think it's also we're all kind of stuck here at this point. Like, I cannot swap over to my other gun, right? It's just not letting me. Where's my base located? In the map, right side, next to the Leah Labs. MVP! MVP chat! The man, the myth, the legend! Okay, here, Leah Labs, teleporter, right side, my base. You love your Icy Veins. Icy Veins, Icy Rain is great, but the Icy Rain, I think, is also a Stranger gun, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. I think it is a... Operator again. Yeah, I don't have many operator blueprints too, so yes. I mean, the actual most operator blueprints I have is from the IC. And I did feed my operators into my Predator. But that's why you also want a hard mode server, because the hard mode server is going to provide you with a bunch of... Sorry. Oh, that was really not intended. I must apologize, chat. I did really not mean to burp into the microphone. Please do not hold me accountable for this. Don't you call my mom? Did I just get the atomic snail from this? Why would I get the atomic snail from this? I wasn't aware. Is the base location viable on Novice? I don't know. I don't think you have enough radiation. This is why I marked this as a hard mode possible base. Because in hard mode, like, there is pollution here. For Novice, you would have to build further in, but for Novice, you don't need this location. So why is this location so good for hard mode? Why is this location... Why am I using this for hard mode? Okay, so... The reason we're using this for hard mode is because there's only 2 spawn points for minions to spawn. Right there, okay? And right here. This is where they spawn. And that's it. And they cannot cross the water. Okay? I can essentially start a tier 3 triple 40 Cortex purification, right? The hardest purification you can do right now. And it won't be hard, right? I can jam them all in and I can get all the killer bosses and whatsoever. And it will be a cakewalk since they can't attack me, right? That's why the base is here. It's a little bit of a cheap cheat, to be honest, but I don't mind. I'm fine. See, someone is saying World 8 refinery. If I wanted to, and again, why are we here? Because polluted water. Because if I now need refinery, if I need more barrel premium fuel and I have 300, someone in the chat is just asking for refinery runs. I would just do refinery runs now. What's the platform give you here, by the way? I'm getting, oh, you mean the mining platform or which platform? I mean, I'm getting for my water pumps, I'm getting polluted and dirty water. So I'm getting both. And I'm already making like the impure acid here, right? Can other players attack you while you do it in PvE? No, it's called PvE for a reason. Not making fun of you. It's just called PvE for a reason because it's player versus environment and not player versus player. The mining platform doesn't work here. So I can put it down on that piece of land. So that is a downside. I will admit this. That the mining platform only gets you sulfur and salt. If you want sulfur and salt, congratulations. I don't want it. Good. That being said, I think we did enough today. We had quite some fun. We picked up quite some loot. We upgraded the base. We got it done. I think we're more or less with phase 2 at least done. I'm currently in phase 3 waiting mode because I want to knock out the hard mode Prime Wars. So what I need to do right now is I need to craft myself missiles beyond belief. The good thing is, though, I don't need to farm for this, right? So I can just take my Digby boys. My Digby boys have another 300 iron ore for me, another 400 iron ore and copper ore. I can just make steel ingots beyond belief. And then with all the steel I'm making, I can just go to my bench and we can just be pumping out missiles. Like I have triple yield missiles too. So if I make 50 missiles, I actually do make 150 missiles. Yeah. That's also why I am flush with, like, I have another, what is it? We have 10. We have, like, enough to cause, like, a worldwide commotion and destroy every single boss over and over again. So that's going to be with hard mode as soon as it flips over. That being said, I'm done for today. So thank you for coming and watching, chat. This was a great stream. I do actually have more Diablo content to record because Diablo has everything new. So things are a bit different and thrown up there. That being said, I wish you all a fantastic good day. I hope to see you the next stream, which is going to be on Sunday. Okay. Until then, take care and have a great one.